Some crimes are so interesting, they're worth a Netflix documentary. Except that we know absolutely nothing about them. Today, we're covering 3 of the most bizarre unsolved crimes in American history. Number 3. D.B. Cooper. Recently popularized by Marvel's hit show Loki is the mystery of one D.B. Cooper. On November 24, 1971, a man in his mid-40s, wearing a business suit and black tie, handed a flight stewardess a note saying there was a bomb in his briefcase. D.B. Cooper was described by witnesses as quiet and nondescript, ordering a bourbon and soda as the flight was waiting to take off. Cooper then handed the stewardess the note and asked her to sit next to him. What did Cooper want? 4 parachutes and $20,000 in $20 bills. In Seattle, Cooper let out the 36 passengers while keeping the crew to fly to Reno. Agreeing with Cooper's demands, the FBI gave Cooper the $20,000 and $20 bills and the 4 parachutes in the hopes of intercepting Cooper when the flight touched down in Reno. Yet D.B. Cooper did one of the most bizarre things that baffle investigators to this day. D.B. Cooper jumped out of the plane between Seattle and Reno with the parachute and the ransom money, disappearing into the night to never be seen again. Many have been arrested believing they were D.B. Cooper, but their appearances never quite matched. Number 2, Marilyn Shepard. July 3, 1954 was an average, quiet Saturday. Neurosurgeon Sam Shepard and his 31-year-old pregnant wife Marilyn were at their lakefront home with their neighbors watching TV while their 7-year-old son slept upstairs. Sam fell asleep in the living room and Marilyn walked the neighbors out of the house. In the early hours of July 4th, Marilyn was found bludgeoned to death in her bed. Shepard told police that there was a dark-haired intruder, but local newspapers called for Shepard's arrest as there was no evidence of an intruder. Police and prosecution found it hard to believe that an intruder got past the family dog and that the violence of a robbery didn't wake their son. Sam was found guilty in a local trial and sentenced to life in prison. But the U.S. Supreme Court overturned his conviction on the grounds that excessive publicity unfairly influenced his trial. So Sam was acquitted at a retrial and released from prison. Then he started up a small medical clinic, which didn't go so well, having made surgical mistakes that caused 2 patients to die a day after their operation. He also had a wrestling career. Sam was found dead on April 6, 1970 from liver failure. To this day, no one knows if Sam Shepard really killed Marilyn or if there was an intruder, like he said. Number 1. The Zodiac Killer. Between 1968 and 1969, the Zodiac Killer had murdered at least 5 people, terrorizing the San Francisco Bay Area with his identity still unknown to this day. During the murders, the Zodiac sent messages to the press written through a cipher where letters are substituted for different letters, numbers, and symbols. The Zodiac has claimed through his letters that he killed more people than the police have claimed and even taunted them. In one of his letters, he wrote, "I like killing people because it is so much fun. It's more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous game of all." The case still remains unsolved, and the Zodiac may still be out there.